And today we're looking at Bitcoin, what is going on with Bitcoin, where I'm expecting this to go, and how we can take advantage of it.
Road Dog Crypto.
Welcome back to the Road Dog Crypto channel. It is Memorial Day Monday and the markets are closed, yet Bitcoin has taken a leg up. Do you know where this is going? And guys, if you will look quickly with me here on the Bitcoin weekly chart, we can see that on the Fibonacci candles, we had 8 weekly red candle closes. On the regular candles, it was actually came out to be 9 weeks. That is a humongous downtrend in Bitcoin and the biggest one that we've had on history. Is it any wonder that we might be getting a leg up? But what does that mean on a weekend holiday when Wall Street is out on the beach? Let's take a little closer look on the daily and let me explain what I'm seeing. On the daily chart, you can see that we broke below this position here, about 28.8. That was our low. This is our Wyckoff bottom. And now what I have been watching for months and months is the possibility for this whole move in Bitcoin to be one gigantic Wyckoff Re-accumulation event. And that makes sense since that is one of the favorite plays that Wall Street does. How this basically works is that they get in, they drive prices up, they come up to the top, and it's a series of events more than it is a pattern where they start doing the sell-offs. They reaccumulate at the bottoms, play this all over again, get everyone thinking that we're going up higher. We made a higher high, and this is the clue that's making me look very stringently at this. We have a higher high, and then we have a lower low. That is typical Wyckoff. We're in two scenarios with Bitcoin. It's either going to bounce back up or it is going to take a leg down. And we're kind of in that place where we need to learn how to play this. If the Wyckoff theory holds true, if in fact Bitcoin can come up here and reclaim around the 32 to 33,000, break up above that, can reclaim the 36 to 37,000 area, bounce off that, this could be considered a Wyckoff reaccumulation. However, what I'm actually looking to play out is that I don't think we've got our spring yet. I think we got a good start at the spring, but the spring is normally a quick event. So if this scenario does play out, we could expect a quick wick down, and it should be quick. It shouldn't be more than a day or so, and then start working on these upper levels. If we do see that happen, that is evidence that this is a Wyckoff reaccumulation, and that from here, we're actually doing a bump and run, and we're slowly going to make our way up to a new high, and they'll be fueling the feed and frenzy again, just to dump when we get back to that high level. That's the overall thing that I'm keeping my eye on now. I do not have confirmation until we get those closes in that direction. Until I get that, I'm playing it safely. And if you're dollar cost averaging in right now, that's the smart move. And that's how to play this Wyckoff accumulation, is with your dollar cost averaging on Bitcoin. You don't lose over the long run with your dollar cost average. However, if this is the fake out that Wall Street is doing, everybody is going to miss out on this, and that's their intention. Now, the other scenario that we can look at is the possibility of this being a dead cat bounce. So that's where we have to differentiate between the two theories, the Wyckoff and the dead cat bounce. Now, the dead cat bounce would continue up to these same levels, but they could get rejected at either one. So around the 33,000, if we do hold that and go up to 36, 37, but we get rejected, I'm not leaning strongly toward the Wyckoff. I'm looking for more of a bigger leg down. Now, I could play from that move, or it could just come up here and bounce down. But we should see Bitcoin trying to retest this trend line right here in the least. If we break out above, it would be a good time to go ahead and take some longs. It is not the greatest time to take longs now unless you are playing the risk. That's the risk of it going up and getting bounced down. These could be good shorting areas. That's something to look at. Good selling areas, and then reaccumulate and buy lower. But we got to look for the signs that that's what's going to happen. But on the overall big picture on the weekly, I have to point this out. We are nowhere close to breaking out of this Ichimoku. So be cautious, because we could actually be coming down to a leg down to the lower 20s. It's possibility. But if we're diligent and we pay attention, we can play this right and win whichever way that it goes. If you guys are looking for something in the shorter moves, what to expect over say this next week. Let's take a look at a smaller time frame here. Also bring up our indicators. Indicators are telling us on the 4-hour we'll need to cool off just a little bit. So more than likely we will come down and retest this line around 30,000, maybe just a little bit below. And with this green right here, that is our clue on this indicator that chances are very likely that we will get that bounce and continue up. That's what I'm seeing playing out this week. However, we will not know for sure until we see what the Wall Street market is doing tomorrow. Now, taking a look at those indicators, we can see that the dollar has been dropping, which has been helping Bitcoin immensely. However, Dow theory suggests that when you get a big move up like this, that we retest to a 50% Fibonacci level. We are at that 50% Fibonacci level now. If it falls below that, that is a great sign for Bitcoin. The dollar will keep going down. However, if you look at the pattern that we got going on here, we do have a descending wedge. These have a 68% chance to break to the upside. If we do see a bounce of the dollar off the 0.5 Fibonacci, we could see a bounce coming up back to the 618 and possibly get rejected. That's actually kind of what I'm expecting to see. Got to keep an open mind. It could, if it goes back above the 618 retest, dollar's going up, altcoins, Bitcoin is going to get hurt. If you're asking about altcoins, let me just be clear. As long as Bitcoin dominance is in a trend up, which it is, Bitcoin dominance is a rising channel. 68% chance that they break to the downside. However, when they do break to the upside, and that 32% chance that they go parabolic. So is this what's happening for Bitcoin dominance? And if it is, we need to talk about that, because we could be expecting Bitcoin dominance. Let me line my measured move. I'm taking a measured move from the top to the bottom here, and I'm laying it right where it broke out. Measured move is at 49.84%. Now, important when you're taking a measured move, you do not touch it and you do not skew it and move it over, because that will throw your lines off. It's important that we get the actual point without skewing it so that we can be more accurate. With that being said, we are looking for a move up to close to 50% Bitcoin dominance. Now, what does that mean for the altcoins? It means they're going to tank. One of the biggest regrets that I had about this bull market back in 2021 was that I used my Bitcoin to buy altcoins. And what happened when Bitcoin started taking off, the dominance took off with it. My altcoins suffered in Bitcoin. They were looking nice as far as the dollar value, but in the overall big picture, had I stayed with Bitcoin, I would have done 5 times better. And that's a lesson to take to the heart. So altcoins are not looking strong in this situation. Enter those at your own risk. If there is a Wyckoff accumulation with Bitcoin, then as Bitcoin goes up, those altcoins will go up if we reestablish a leg to the bullish side. However, if we don't, those altcoins are going to tank another 50 to 60 to 70%. And to me, that's a little too much risk to just go gung-ho in altcoins. Now, for tomorrow, the biggest thing that we've got to look at is to follow the Nasdaq 100 and the S&P 500. We can see that the Nasdaq Friday got a good bounce up, and it looks like it is headed toward the top of this channel. If so, that should fare well for Bitcoin. Before we can actually get a firm idea about which direction the Bitcoin is headed, it's imperative to watch tomorrow. Be cautious the rest of today and this holiday weekend that is almost over, because that is when some manipulated money will take advantage of you, and they could be faking us out now. So pay attention to the signs I laid out in this video, and happy trading, guys. Until next time, my name is Lane, your Crypto Road Dog, signing off.
Road Dog Crypto. Road Dog Crypto.